Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are watching the YouTube station identification when the Bedford, Massachusetts resident YouTubers. That's right. And I'm here live in the basement. No, this is not MTV's remote control, and I'm not Ken Elbert. God rest his soul. My name is Eric Lima. You are watching WEML-TV, channel 77, episode 173. How's it going? It's Monday, April the 26th, 2021, 10:09 a.m. Eric, what are you doing home at this time? Aren't you at work by then? Well, this is my final week of vacation. As you know, May 1st is this Saturday, and that ends my vacation hours, and I go back this Saturday. Kind of awkward knowing that, I got Sunday offs and all that good stuff. But this is how it's going to be for right now until, people get hired or people start wanting to take the Saturday hours, and because we do need a female interior housekeeper to keep an eye on the women's restroom in the mall. But nonetheless, that's enough advertisement. And as you know, I got myself a haircut. Is it going to be the crazy Clooney dude again? It looks like it's going to be the crazy Clooney dude again. I'm really excited. There it is. So yeah, I just got it done this morning because I was, a lot of people, if it's not here on YouTube, it's on TikTok that people making jokes about my looks and everything else. But I was gonna get, I'm not like getting sick and tired of it, and I'm at that point where I'm just gonna say, screw it. They're gonna get blocked because I'm tired. I'm tired of hearing about my looks. I know I'm not good looking. I am not gonna be on the cover, front cover of GQ, or on the cover of some romantic novel or crap like that. All right, I'm just me, and that's who I am. People don't like it, they can go fly a kite somewhere else, dude. Seriously. Just seriously. This is who I am. This is what I look like. People don't like my looks. Listen. I have no problem with my looks, but it seems like everybody else does, and I'm tired of that. So, see ya. Bye. See ya. Bye on that. Check it out. So what do I want to talk about today? As you know, Rebellion did happen last night. I didn't get a chance to watch it, but I found out the results via tweets. Only two champions retained their titles. Finn Juice retained the Impact Tag Team titles over the Good Brothers, and Deonna Purrazzo retained her title against Tennille Dashwood. I forgot her name. I know she's middle and Emma. Taylor Wilde did make her return beforehand when she helped out Havoc against Susan and Kimberly in a tag match. And we do have new Knockouts Tag Team Champions. Jordan Grace and Rachel Ellering now have the gold. They beat Fire and Flavor for those titles. Josh Alexander, the Walking Weapon, finally becomes the new X Division champion, beating TJP and Ace Austin. And he said that he likes the odds. The odds were his, and he took the odds, and the odds won. There you go. In the 8-man tag, I don't know who won that one. Violent by Design. Eric Young had asked W. Morrissey, a.k.a. Big Cass. Big Cass is now an Impact. So what means the relationship between him and Melina going forward? Because Melina is managing him in SWE Fury. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this develops. We do have a new Impact World Champion in Kenny Omega. Omega's grabbed all the gold so far. So I don't think Moose is going to be very happy with Rich Swann. I'm sure Rich Swann's going to be bothered by this whole thing. And he knows he let Impact down. But it'll be very interesting to see where it goes from there. Because that means now AEW and Impact have a working relationship. So that could change things. And a lot of eyes are going to be on Impact, that's for sure, in the years to come. So that is a huge thing. So the majority of the titles, except two, have changed hands. So we got that going. Let's see what else. What else can we talk about? There's a lot of stuff going on. Let's talk about malls. As you know, a mall has been a dying breed. As you know, you've heard from me for the last 5 years talking about malls. Our malls on the South Coast, except for one, have all been gone. The Harbor Mall was the first one to fall in Fall River, and that's morphed into the South Coast Marketplace. Then there was the Swansea Mall a couple of years ago. Then last year was the Galleria Mall, which has been demolished. It's so surreal to me about the Galleria Mall, because I thought that the Galleria and the Dartmouth Mall would be the only two last standing, and they were until the Galleria Mall went kaput. So I think the pandemic did not even help any matters. This was before the pandemic because the whole thing did not shut down. The whole country did not shut down until like middle of March last year. And it's been a year since then, and it's been crazy. It's been crazy all this time. I mean, I'll be totally honest. It's been really wild. Now I never thought that our mall, the Dartmouth Mall, which it all depends on my drive. It's like a 5-minute drive, 5-minute to 10-minute, 5-10-minute drive. It all depends on the traffic. It is a way. I mean, well, if I take the highway, it'll probably take me a whole lot quicker. But still, it's not that far of a drive. Who would have thought that mall would be the one left standing? Everybody thought when the Galleria opened, the Dartmouth Mall is going to go under, but that didn't happen. It was that's what amazes me. That's what totally amazes me is about this mall here, and that is standing. I mean, now we're adding a supermarket, Aldi's, and we're supposed to have another restaurant going on outside. We don't know what the heck is going on nowadays. Many people said that this mall's going to close and everything else, but as long as we're the only mall remaining standing. As long as this mall doing well, and then it's all fine and grand, man. I mean, I'm just it's just amazing that people people can say, "Oh, this mall's going to close," but it's not. But listen, the Galleria, I had a lot of great memories of the Galleria. I remember, was it 91, 92, or I think it was 92. Went camping with my family to KOA, and we had a couple of friends of ours from our church that went with us. And I remember, Friday? It was raining, and we all decided to go to the Galleria Mall, and it was really, really cool. And it was the first time I went to the Galleria. That's the first time I saw a Ruby Tuesday. It was like, oh, it's a restaurant, Who knew that was named after a Rolling Stones song? So that's how I first got introduced to Ruby Tuesday. Another memory that I have of the Galleria Mall is when Best Buy opened and they had computers and they introduced me to Google and all that. And I decided that I wanted a computer of my own. Voila, here it is, And I remember going Christmas shopping with the youth group. Was it 90? Yeah, 92 also that year. 92 was when it opened. I'll tell you, it was amazing. I remember, it was the first Christmas of 92 at the Galleria Mall. The place was packed with so many people. It was not even funny, man. Oh man, I miss those days, man. 80s and 90s, I miss those days, bro. It's just sad nowadays to see all those malls gone except for one in the BR Mall. I mean, listen, and I knew our mall since I was a kid, man. I mean, this store was there. This store was at the Dartmouth Mall. Where is it now? Gone. Old Navy's replacing that. I think the only concern I would have is if those Macy's and JCPenney are not opening till 11. The theaters that don't open during weekdays and all that, they open mostly on the weekends. I don't know how much sales are going to do. If one of those three stores, or even two of those three stores, or all three end up closing, this mall would be in big trouble. That's for sure. So I asked myself this question. I thought of this. I said, if you have your own mall, I'm not rich enough to buy a building to make it into a mall or anything like that. If you had the ultimate mall, what stores, past and present, would you have in it? And to make it, a great variety. That's a good question. And I've always thought about this, that to me, my mall would have 4 major anchor stores. Instead of mall entrances, I'm going to have one major mall entrance, but 4 major anchor stores. 2, there's usually have 2 on the side and 2 in the front, Our mall had 2 entrances in one side, and then you got 2 entrances on the other side. So, which is, I would have one big ultimate mall entrance, and the anchor stores will have an entrance inside the mall. This will be really cool. My anchors will be Kmart and Zayre. All right, I'm mixing it old school and new school. Kmart and Zayre. And then I would put around one mall as around one as another entrance, as another anchor store, and then who would I put my 4th? Best Buy. All right, Kmart is there, and then a mix of old school, new school. Round one in Best Buy. Okay, those are my main. Those will be the main entrances, right? For the mall, we'll have one major entrance, like in the corner of the side. We'll have a theater, definitely a theater, and there's no doubt AMC or used to be known as General Cinema back in the day. AMC. Let's see, I would have a regular arcade as well, like a Dream Machine type. Let's see, get a roller rink. There we go, like a Chuck E. Cheese. Get a Chuck E. Cheese there. For my food court, it'd be definitely McDonald's, Burger King, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Taco Bell. And then if it was local, it would go Gene's Seafood at a local store, Gene's famous seafood, and wings over in New Bedford. And also, if I had another restaurant, I would bring back Ruby Tuesday. I have such an imagination. Remember the Captron World Nintendo kiosk? It was at the mall at one point. I would get that there as well. So what about clothing stores? And definitely Sears would be at Sears Automotive Center. Have my dad run it. I'm just kidding. My dad retired from Sears back in 2016. But might I digress. Let's see what else. Yeah, boy. Yeah, Foot Locker would be nice. Olympia, get a little sports store going. I would definitely would have a Sears there, and for furniture stores, women's stores. Have a clothing store, one for women, one for men, one for kids, definitely that way. And have like a Hot Topic type store or Old Glory. That was at the Emerald Square Mall at one point. Get the Toy Vault. I'm gonna bring that back. Get a pet store. But usually pet stores at the mall are huge. But now you got PetSmart over here in Dartmouth and all that, and just get ice cream. Bring friendlies there. Bring friendlies. Get a little snack like Auntie Anne's. That'd be good. Oh man, so many options. You know what I mean? And building the ultimate mall would have been tough. I would have wrote all this stuff down. When I was a kid, I used to write all this stuff down. But nonetheless, it's you can't go back to those times. It really sucks. You know what I mean? It totally sucks when you have to go back in the day. It sucks when you miss all that. But everything lives on the internet. That's what's amazing about the internet. You get to check out something you type in and you Google it, and all of a sudden, oh, look at all these things. Oh my gosh, and it was great, and all that. And yes, some things have to come to an end, man. But it will be something. It will be something. Do I miss all those stores that I mentioned? Sure I do. I miss Kmart. I miss Zayre. I miss Woolworth. I miss Chess King. I miss Dream Machine. I miss Ruby Tuesday, definitely. Miss a lot of stores, man. I do. But be it as it may, everything, all good things have to come to an end sometime. I don't know when this mall will close. I'm hoping it's not soon, because it's going to be difficult finding another job, especially during this time when there's still a pandemic, and we're trying to recuperate by getting vaccinated and whatnot and everything else in between. And just, hope everything is okay. I really do miss those good old days. I really do, But hey, you get when you have something look. We have pages that you love the '80s, and I miss those days, man. I miss those days. Loving the '80s is something. The '80s is something that there's a decade I grew up, and my legacy started there. When the '80s first hit, I was only 3 years old. And now I'm 44. And you're talking 41 years. 41 years ago, the '80s hit. And, it's amazing that my life has had a lot of twists and turns over those years. And then when the '90s hit, being a teenager. I was the '80s kid, '90s teenager, 2000s adult. I should know, it was something. I remember 2021 and 98, 1998 did change for me a lot, that's another year. 1988, I'm here, who would have thought in January I'd be here in the basement, and then the year after I will get my license. Uh, Mind blowing. My mind's been blown. Every time I go to work and pull up at the mall and go inside and I can't help but just look and just go, can't believe this mall's still standing. I still talk to myself about this, when I'm outside, trying to practice for my next episode and whatnot. I go, geez, this mall's still standing, man. How can this be? You finally thought to yourself, you think to yourself, okay, what were the factors of this mall still standing? You had a lot of variety, location, convenience, and it's just so strange. Now all these coming in, and a lot of people do want to go, and it's amazing about the only concern was the time of the mall. What time does the mall open? I always say, I always say, 10 o'clock, and there's some stores that don't open until 11 now, so I don't know if that got them to be behind on their rent or something like that. Will the rent be the main key for the downfall of more stores at the mall? That's what my concern is. I remember one year, was it 2016? Yeah, 2016, we lost a lot of stores at the mall, and I remember FYE closed a few years ago, and I'll never forget, going in there, buy the Super Sentai DVDs, or at this case, at this rate, do a FYE mix and burn. And I can only do it online. That's the only time I do it on, and it's really, really weird. You know what I mean? So it's like, wow. You know what I mean? So it's crazy, to say the least. It's just nuts. So, yeah. How about it, huh? So, look, when things change, man, when things do change, they they kind of amaze you with a lot of things. So it's like it kind of amazes me. We'll see what happens. So very, very grateful, though. However, very grateful, and I get to live all those years and get to be me. I deal with a lot of issues, and and life isn't easy. Life's never been easy for me at all. Trust me, not even today. But I try not to complain as much. I just try to do. Sometimes you want to get up in the morning and go, oh crap, I don't want to get up. Yeah, so I can't just I can't just imagine. I cannot just imagine just being, being without working at the mall. I can't imagine our mall closing. I just can't picture it. It'll be weird if it does. So we just, yeah. So let's see what happens. Okay. That's all the time we have on the show. I figured, I'd give my thoughts on, give my thoughts on my third vacation. I'm just gonna sit down and chill. Like I said, Saturday. This Friday will be the last day. Saturday I go back to work, which is kind of awkward because I got Sunday off, and so I'm gonna do it all over again. But that's almost like you get an opportunity to reset too. That's another thing. I think May will give me an opportunity to reset, because the month of April for us here, it was been too crazy, to say the least. So we'll see what happens. Okay. I will see you guys later. As you know, Raw is tonight. I will give you a recap. I will do the event center recaps on that. NXT's tomorrow night. AEW Dynamite Wednesday, Thursday night Impact, the Fallout from Rebellion. Friday night SmackDown 205 Live. And then Saturday, we'll be doing another Saturday Superstar Arcade. I know I did a Sunday special of that yesterday. Well, I don't know. I'll come up with a new name. I thinking about that. So I'll see you guys later. You guys have a wonderful day, and just Mr. Eric Lehman saying, bless out.